What is the easiest database software to use? We're going to talk about that because this is one of the biggest mistakes in my career. A lot of people say it's super easy and it's just, make a decision. I can tell you it's a huge costly error if you do it wrong. And we're going to talk about those details. So get a pen and paper. So 3 things I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the big bait and switch that happens all the time in software sales and software presentations. I'm going to talk about number 2, that all CRMs and software, I'm not going to say they're hard to use, but they're going to take some time to learn, right? So I'll get to that in a second. And then number 3, once you do learn it and you implement it, how fast you're going to succeed and monetize. And I cannot tell you how fast I need you to pick a software and get up and running, like immediately. So get a pen and paper. We have a lot to talk about. Those of you that are out there, I'm going to speak to a few of you groups. I'm going to talk to some of you student athletes and pro athletes who have a lot of followers on the internet, right? And social channels, you're an influencer. I know an influencer who actually has 1 billion followers, no database. If he was ever taken down, he's not really monetized it. It's been interesting, but it's more like, I call it an ego snack. Like, people are following you and it feels good to say you have 100,000, 200,000, 1 million. That's all interesting to me. What's valuable to me is my database and my ability to monetize and customize. And that's what I want to share with you. There are ways to make it easy. And I'm going to say the second big mistake in my life is I didn't hire a team fast enough. So you, the entrepreneur, the owner, are not going to do the work. And I cannot scream that loud enough from the rooftop. In fact, we put a team together internally now to do it for you because part of your stuckness in growing is that you won't get a database. And you're like, well, it's too hard to use and I can't do it. Exactly. I don't encourage you as the owner to do it. You're going to hire it. So again, the 2 biggest mistakes is lack a database fast and first and don't move it. And number 2, just get a team. Because those of you that are super creative, like I change my mind. I don't know that I changed my mind. I add campaigns. I want to think about that. I want to talk about that. Like we're in the middle of a recession. I want to talk about that. You have to go back into this automation and you've got to fix it all. So you need someone just to be side by side and either do it for you or get my campaigns. You can get my campaigns, we'll do it. But let's talk about the bait and switch and how serious this problem is. There are so many presentations that make it look like it's just click here, load here, load here. I'm not going to say them because I don't want to get sued by, I could just name dozens and dozens. There's some that are going on right now on the internet and that are just out publicly doing huge campaigns on, let's build a presentation. Let's build a website. You click here, click here, click here. And in 3 simple steps, you'll be up and making money. That is such crap. It's not going to happen like that because you're going to buy it. You're going to get it. You're going to sign up for a year, 2-year, 3-year contract. Now you're stuck. And then you open it all up and it's not like that. Oh, and it doesn't hook to your sales gateway. It doesn't hook to your bank account. It doesn't hook to whatever the heck else you need it to hinge to. It doesn't even hook to like wherever your URLs are stored, like whether it's GoDaddy or DirectNick. Doesn't. Believe me, I have seen every problem because I've paid for every problem to get fixed. So the bait and switch is real. It's out there. And here's what I would do if I'm you. I would trust somebody who's been in business for over 25 years. I have been doing this for so long and I transparently tell you I've made lots of mistakes. I moved away from it. Bad move. So there's a big company. It's gone public now, but they came to me as because I was one of their trusted users when I moved away from what I have now, and they're a huge name. And they said, well, let's build a financial component to this. So let's build an accounting next to this. It was more of a sales software. So let's build a financial part of it. All right, well, I'll be part of your beta test because they're going to let me do it for free. So we moved all my data out of this, what I have today, to move over there. Again, bigger, had just gone public, was going to get shares. The whole thing's going to work out. Well, it didn't work out. 2 years later, the financial system was a whole bunch of spreadsheets coupled together. You couldn't dig deep into a transaction. There was no detail on even the check level of who you wrote a check or wired money to. It was such a mess. So now I have an accounting mess. The data is a mess, and it took over a year to move it back. So that's like, in my mind, 3 wasted years of some of the highest growth of our company. So that was fun, and it cost a ton of money, and I had to hire a bunch of team to bring it all back. So I can tell you story after story, read my Yes Energy book. I go into detail of some of the biggest mistakes I've made. And this is a big one, so I'm so passionate about it. So don't buy the bait and switch. It's time, true, and I call it stock and block. It's already been there. It's proven. There's thousands and thousands of people and campaigns that are using it, and it APIs out to other stock and block, simple accounting software like QuickBooks. So I should actually get sponsorship by Intuit, by the way. The other thing is when you open that box, just know that you're going to need to hire a team. If you're the owner and you want to get to, let's just say simple 6 figures, that's $8,333 a month, right? It's $416 $15 a day. How are you going to do that if you're the one programming a software, right? Even if it's fairly simple, right? And there's a lot of support to it, you still got to program it. You still got to think it through versus with us and what we're doing. We have a team that's been doing this with me for over a decade, right? We have campaigns that have worked for me for over a decade. How do you launch a book? That's a simple one. Like my Loral.club. How do I take people from social channels into my database? Like there's all these campaigns where I use a 25-day sequence. All this is already built, right? You can just have it. I mean, not for free, but you got to have it. The countless hours that you're going to spend, which I don't think is the right work that you need to be doing as the owner, you need to be using the software, which really programmed right is really the cost of probably 2 virtual assistants, and then a team who already knows what they're doing. And then you show up to appointments, and then you do your fulfillment, you run your operations, and you manage cash flow. That is your job as the owner. Your job is not to program the original software on the front side of the marketing. That is just not your job unless that is what your business does. So stop doing all the things, because you doing all the things is the reason you're not making enough money. I need you to get your head up, get out here, get conversational, get with other people, start making some money, do a pre-order on a book. I mean, we crushed our Make Your Kids Millionaires book launch, became a bestseller. And again, we had that pre-order page up for almost 2 years into the same software that I'm talking about. Before I get to number 3, I want you to do this. I want you to subscribe to my channel. I'm here 5 days a week and I'm doing it intentionally. I am doing this because I want your attention 5 days a week, 10 to 15 minutes a day to start a conversation in your family about business, finance, money. Database is a huge part of all of it. And I want you financially literate. A lot of people say, well, I want to be your partner. Well, get financially literate, become a millionaire, and then we'll talk about it. That's how this is going to go. So I want you to click on the link. I need you to subscribe to the channel, click on the notification link, and listen to it every day. And for those of you who want more conversations, more comments, let me know. Go to the comment section and say, hey, talk about this, talk about that. Share it with a bunch of friends, and let's keep this conversation going every day. Here's what I want you to do. Instead of learning the software, like I know it enough to know what it does, but I don't do it. So if you want to have a conversation with my team, I'm actually going to, at a huge risk, give a Calendly link to get on his schedule. Talk to him about what we can do for you and just talk about the pros and cons. No pressure, no obligation. You do whatever you want to do. I can tell you what you need to do if you want to monetize. I need you to set up campaigns quickly. I need you to set up pre-orders. See, a lot of you, because we're so school trained, employee trained, you think you're going to build it and then they're going to come.
People will come, Ray.
They're not. You need to start selling it, start building a few simple pages, get people in your database, so you can control the conversation and the narrative and not let the people that the algorithm wants to show your posts or your things to. Control it, monetize it. I promise you, if you need to make money, you need to do what I'm doing. I'm the Millionaire Maker for a reason. I'm gonna help you make some money. So click on the link, get on our calendar schedule, go to askloral.com, ask any question. We're there 24/7 answering those questions and can't wait to work with you. Talk to you tomorrow.